"What was that all about?" Tribune Waterford asked. "I can't be 100% sure, not until I see these people in person. But, if you remember, I mentioned that they had been one of the species that came along with us in the Armada, from our originating star system. They disappeared shortly after we arrived in this one, and were never heard from again. If I am right, the person I was contacted by was one of their descendants," the tribunal elder replied. No one, except the tribunal elder, had lived long enough to remember those days, but the current members of the tribunal wanted to know more about what was happening. "Would they really carry out their threat to kill every settler who has landed on Martian soil?" Tribune Sinric asked. "If these people are who I think they are, I would have to say yes. There is no doubt in my mind that they would murder every man, woman, and child there if they thought there was no option," the tribunal elder answered. "They expect us to travel over that amount of distance in less than a week?" Tribune Vassalon asked in disbelief. The tribunal elder smiled as he replied, "They know approximately what our ship is capable of. They were being generous. By giving me that much time, they are saying that they are willing to talk or negotiate." "Realistically, how long do you think it will take to make this trip?" Tribune Sinric asked. He had no knowledge of the ship's capabilities, and he doubted if anyone here, other than the tribunal elder, did either. Most of the members of the tribunal were too young to know very much about the ship at all, although some, who did know, had their own ideas on the matter. 2 days, the tribunal elder answered, before adding, "which means we need to speak with the members of the council now. We are also going to have to move fast to gather them. We don't have any time to waste. This cannot be our decision alone, because if we take the ship away from Tantalus, those who remain will be without any defenses from outside interference. I doubt if that will be a problem, but you never know. We live close enough to the asteroid belt to be prone to collisions with any venture out of orbit." "Do you think the threat to the human settlers on Mars might be a ruse, to lure us away from our people, along with our most powerful form of planetary defense?" Tribune Waterford wondered. "It might be a consideration with another species, but not the one I am thinking about. Also, despite the way I made it sound, I don't believe we are necessarily the most powerful form of defense this planet has. I think the Phoenixes pose more danger to anyone who would try to invade their world than either the ship or our people. Getting back to the people we were talking about, they do not play games. They do not utter idle threats. If they say something, they mean it," the tribunal elder warned. "And if we are a day late arriving at our destination for some reason beyond our control?" Tribune Sinric asked. He was half afraid of the answer the tribunal elder would give him. His fears were given credence with the next words the tribunal elder uttered. "Even if we had a good excuse for being late, there would be no reasoning with these people. They have given us a time limit, while knowing what our ship is capable of. We either show up on time, or we will arrive to find a lot of dead settlers." The tribunal elder spoke bluntly. "I believe the humans would be capable of fighting back. They aren't completely helpless." Tribune Waterford voiced his opinion. "I understand they don't have weapons. What would they use to defend themselves?" Tribune Vassalon asked. "Tools, if they had to. These people would find a way to protect themselves, even against overwhelming odds, even if it resulted in a bloodbath," Tribune Sinric stated. "I didn't say it would be pretty," the tribunal elder answered.